Hello, everybody. Today we're on winmegamillions.com. The jackpot is $324 million on this Friday, the 21st. I wanted to quickly point out this great crowd pool that we have to thank you for watching our videos. So it's at everybodygetsa.com, and you can register for this free iPad Pro. If we win that Mega Millions and you registered for this puppy, then you get this pretty nice piece of equipment.
Introducing the all-new iPad Pro. It has the world's most advanced display, made possible with breakthrough tandem OLED technology.
Pretty great piece of equipment. Comes with the Apple Care for 2 years, the Magic Keyboard, and the Pencil Pro. And all you have to do is register. It's a crowd pool sponsored by Penny Pool. And again, if we win this jackpot, then you get this iPad Pro. And what's nice about it is if you do register, every drawing where there is no winner, you are rolled over to the next drawing. So you just register once and it keeps rolling until we win that jackpot or somebody else wins that jackpot and the Mega Millions is reset. And then we'll possibly do another crowd pool. So once you register once, you just keep rolling until somebody gets that big fat jackpot. So let's get back to the numbers and see if we are the winner.
Dollars to win that jackpot. You must bet these 5 white balls plus that gold mega ball. Now, let's see if I can make you a millionaire tonight. Our first winning number tonight is 15, followed by 52. Up next, we have 57. Your next number is 31, and your final white ball number for this Friday evening is 22. Now for the mega ball number, that is 2. Again, tonight's winning numbers are 15, 52.
There we have it, 15, 52, 57, 31, 22, 2. Let's look at the number really quick. So let's start with the Mega Ball. Not a great Mega Ball today. It's only got 3.39 odds. And so we can kind of look at the lineup and find the number 2 right there. So it's like the bottom, 5. So, I hate it when those low occurring mega balls or power balls are in the mix. Makes just everything very difficult to choose. And we have that today. So we have really low occurring digits because the number 2 is such a low occurring Powerball digit, or excuse me, Mega Millions digit. So that makes everything very difficult. So you can see, again, once you've chosen your Mega Ball, the digits that occurred with that number, in this case, number 2, shows with it. So 17 occurred with the number 2 6 times out of those 26. So 17 is the most occurring, and it goes most occurring to least occurring. So you can kind of see a lot of zeros because it's such a low occurring mega ball that there's a lot of zeros, a lot of ones. So that just kind of drives K7, our AI simulator, crazy. We're trying to find good options, but let's see what the number is looking like. So again, low occurring digits. The odds for each of these digits isn't that bad. 57 is a little bit lower, and again, on the left hand side it shows you all the digits, most occurring to least occurring, irregardless of the mega ball digit. So 3 occurred the most times out of the last, we can look at the stats, out of the last 768 drawings. So that's 768 Mega Millions past winning numbers. Again, number 3 occurred the most at 72 times, 9.38 odds. And then again, it shows most occurring to least occurring. So the least occurring is number 49. And it's kind of interesting, on the Powerball, number 49 is also the least occurring. So it's kind of bizarre, but that is the case. But I think it was Wednesday, the Powerball number included the number 49. So now I think 49 is tied with number 65. So, but it's still kind of interesting that that is the case. um, so then what else do we have going on in this number? So we do have two digits in the same range. And like I say all the time, that occurs very frequently. We can look at the stats again and look at that range. So that range was 50 to 59. So 52 and 57 are in that range. And look at the stats. 50 to 59, two digits in the same range has occurred 78 times. So that's the least occurring two digit range that there is. So, and then, it pops down to only 15. So if you did three digits in the same range, in that range, 50 to 59, it's only been 15 numbers. And then four digits in that range has only happened once. So you can kind of look at that. That's let me see. That's this number here, and that occurred in 2019. So 50, 55, 56, and 58. So, you can look at the past 78 numbers and look at the odds and occurrences and kind of see what the similarities are when they are in that range. And that's what the K7 simulator does for us. It kind of just pulls all these different stats and data. So let's look at the averages for Mega Millions. So the average odds is 40.42. The average occurrences is 16.36. And then the average combo is 17.80. So, on our current one, our odds are a little bit higher than the average. The occurrences at 7 are, quite a bit lower than the average occurrence of 16.36. And our combo score of 22 is a little bit above average. So we can look up here at these stats and look at number 22, and there's in the past 768 draws, the number two combo value of 22 happened 62 times. So that's not incredibly low and it's not incredibly high, but it's so not a bad number, not a good number, just kind of not too bad, not too good. And then if we look at the number 7 for this current number that we have, 7 occurrences, and we look at the stats, and it says 0. So it's never occurred before in the last 768 winning mega drawings. It's never occurred that we had number 7. So definitely the AI simulator would have said, no, don't do a combo value in that 7. And if you look at it, 6, 7, 8, 9, you probably would not have wanted to put together a number that would have that low of a score. And again, the same with high values. So when you get up into the occurrence value of 25 and above, then things start really dropping down. But 23 is even questionable. So what else is going on with this number? So our odds are above average. I think because that number 31 is kind of really a pretty high occurring digit at 8.59 odds and 66 occurrences. So that's definitely in the top 10. So we did not get any of this jackpot, unfortunately. If you did, congratulations. This jackpot is going up pretty quickly, so every drawing is another chance of changing everything. I want to quickly point out a couple other things. So if we were to change this mega ball to, let's say, we'll change it to a higher occurring mega ball. So 22 is the highest occurring mega ball at 43 occurrences. So that means that 22 out of that 768 past winning numbers, The number 22 was the mega ball 43 times, and it listed from most occurring to least occurring. So if we were to go on here and change it, let's change it to 22 just to be to show the difference. So even if we change this to 22, being the highest occurring mega ball at 43 occurrences, you can still have digits that have never occurred with it. So, and that's kind of interesting because, with such a high occurring digit, you would think that there would be few numbers that are actually zero occurrences. But it's kind of interesting. There's still, a few that have just never occurred in that 768 winning past numbers, and even the ones and the twos are still pretty high. So that's kind of frustrating. So again, we actually ended up keeping the current score of 7, which is kind of interesting. Even though we've changed out to the highest occurring digit, our current score would have still been 7, and our odds went up even more because these odds for the number 22 is substantially more than the number 2 that was the original number. So our combo value went up a little bit too because of the valuation of this number. But let's change it again and see. Let's do the number 12. So jacks up our combo score, and our current score went up a little bit there. Let's try the number 17 or 18. Again, our combo value went up a little bit more, and our occurrence value is now at 16. And if we look at our stats, 16.36 is the average of Mega Millions past winning numbers. So if we look here, a current score of 95, if you have a combo value of 16, and that's the most occurring occurrences. So there's 95 numbers in the past that have been with the occurrence value of 16. So I can select that, and this kind of lists all of them, and it shows you both their odds and their combo value of 22. So you can kind of go down and see with that most popular odds of number 16 where you want to kind of keep your combo and your odds, and build out your numbers accordingly. So you can see on this one the odds kind of drop down considerably because you are including this they in this winning number on the December 1st, 2023, that lowest digit of 49 was in this number, so it drew down the odds considerably to have such a low digit. And then they also had 65, which is also at an odds of 5.86. So, but you can kind of see that with that occurrence value, you get some pretty high odds, and pretty good numbers. So, and that's basically what we do when we build out the numbers, both as human beings and as K7, the AI simulator. When it sends us numbers to play, then it's actually taking in all these stats, and we send it to our members are able to go in to the account and do a pool with us, or just check their numbers, like my mega votes. Oh, that's the wrong page. Let's see. Um, and then you can kind of go through and vote on all of these numbers and decide if you are a yay or a nay. These are the saved numbers, and I guess I can go into do a penny pool, and you can kind of see So I'd have to change this out. And you can go through and you can vote on numbers. And these numbers are both going to be numbers that are member created and also AI Simulator K7 created. So based off of those stats and based off of people's personal preferences and digits, they can vote yay or nay and say, like this digit here, super high occurrence. And it's interesting because the odds score is not that high, but the occurrence score is super high. So that's interesting, but I can kind of show you how that happened. And I'll go ahead and vote on this because the occurrence value is so much higher than our average. So we can look at that again. So the occurrence value of 25, what was that, 29, it's only happened once in the past. So, because of that, I would personally vote no. I don't think that's a good idea to do that. And so each drawing for both Mega and Power, we do this for the numbers that are submitted, and we do this for the K7 numbers that are submitted. And we try to just kind of get closer to this average and then also choose digits based off of the most occurring either in odds. So this is the odds category. So you can kind of look down the odds category, and the highest amount of digits were in the odds 39.5 to 39.99. So I can select this and I can see those numbers. It'll list them for me down below, and it'll tell me what my typical occurrence value is and my typical combo value is, and then just keep building numbers. And that's how we come up with hundreds of numbers every drawing, and then sift through those. And some of them we would play every week, and some of them would be played according to what our members had voted on. So that's how we do it. So if you have any questions, or if you want to join us for a pool, we can look at the current penny pool amount for Mega Millions, and this is based off of if the jackpot isn't won today, which you don't have the numbers yet for. The next drawing is estimated to be $344 million this coming Tuesday, the 25th, and our current penny value is $83,902. That means if you play one penny, that's how much equity you would have in this lottery. If you play, let's say, 5 pennies, you'd be at $409,523. So we can play 5 pennies. Let's play 5 pennies for the next 5 drawings. And it's just basically telling you that we can submit that, and it's telling us 5 pennies on these dates, and it's going to cost us 25 cents. So what can you buy for 25 cents? That's going to give you a return of, $400,000. I don't think there's anything. If there is, please post it below. This system will basically print out that receipt, send it to you in your account, and it's basically telling you in your current investments that you just pulled those pennies on these dates, and what your current equity is for each of those pools that you did. So that's how it works. If you have any questions, post them below, and let's get some of this money. Thanks.